Hello everyone, and welcome to this first video. I've called it DSP Talk. I'm probably going to end up changing the name, but this is just the first video that I thought I'd do in this sort of style. Now obviously I've done DSP videos before, you've probably already watched them. That was me assuming quite a lot there, but if you haven't already watched them, I'd appreciate it if you would. If you don't want to, it doesn't really matter. But I just thought I'd do it in this sort of style, just for a bit of a change. I'm going to change this up as we go along, but this is just the first video, and yeah, let's just get into it. So, the title of the video today that I'm going to be sort of not reacting to, sort of watching and commenting extra things on. So I guess you could call it a reaction. Is DSP Toxic Wings Rant and Denies Knowing Gamer Jaylee. And obviously credit to Mighty D. I'll leave a link to his channel and the video in the description. But yeah, there might be some technical difficulties seeing as this is my first ever video sort of like this, so let's just get into it. So let's just do that. There we go. Okay, it's just restarted. Sorry about that, everyone.
Here's Phil to tell you more.
All right, give us somebody else, y'all. All right, Dark Side Phil. Look like he's doing all right.
Got it.
There he is.
Yeah, playing classic Doom.
All right, so bear in mind that the guy who just popped up on the screen, I'm sorry, I've completely forgotten his name, but this is someone who doesn't know who DSP is. So, a total outsider, and as DSP claims, if anyone who doesn't know anything about him comes to his stream, it will be a good stream. So just keep this in mind as you watch this pop up.
It's in honor of Doom Eternal.
Okay.
Coming out soon.
Oh my god,
next month.
man.
All right, let's see here. Oh, the chat is gone.
No.
Oh no.
All right.
Oh no.
Here they
Oh my god. I figured out the room, but I have 32 health left. Okay.
Right, here we go.
Here we go, right?
And we're
Where's
getting
Jasper
ready to raid
Kitty?
him right now.
Not here. He must be downstairs sleeping. He didn't follow me upstairs when I was
Give us
getting
some
set up for
time,
work
y'all.
and everything. He didn't follow me.
Give us just a little more time.
Okay, so you can already see that this guy clearly is finding this extremely boring. I wouldn't blame him, to be honest. If you haven't been to a DSP stream, I wouldn't go there if I was you. I'd probably, if you want to watch DSP, I would recommend watching him through Dark Dave Mirrors. I might leave a link to him in the description if I can remember. If I can't, just type in Dark Dave Mirror. It would be the first thing that comes up. It's pretty much just a mirror stream on YouTube, but you don't give DSP a view. That's the way that most people watch him. I just tend to watch him through these type of videos, to be honest. And some Twitter clips now and then. But anyways, let's just get straight back into this.
That's it. Okay. Beating. Nirvana. That was stage 21.
All right.
Good lord.
Let me see. He's about to show up now.
The Catacombs. This
Yeah,
sounds
holy
great.
moly,
All
man.
right, we're gonna do save
We'll see.
again.
Can you imagine if he's
I'm
just
gonna
like,
do some of the
meh.
stage, but I'm not gonna.
Oh, here we are.
This tonight.
Really?
Here we are. I gave him
Here's
some
the
people.
thing. I've only got about another 15
raiding
minutes
right
left
now.
on stream. If
Yeah,
that,
look at
let's
that.
see.
Can hype up
15
Notice
minutes left on
us.
the stream. So I'll play for about another 10 minutes. Thank you guys, everyone who contributed tonight. I appreciate
leaving.
that.
leaving.
And let's continue.
And yeah, sorry I keep having to hide the source. It's just, I don't know how to pause it in OBS at the moment. That's something I'm going to work on. But yeah, as you can see, this guy is just so bored already. And that's why I would not recommend going over to DSP streams, because not only will you be bored out of your mind, I know it might be a bit hypocritical me saying that now, but if you go over to his streams, you'll just be so bored. It will take ages to get your question answered, and he just demands money to be thrown at him. So that's why I recommend watching him through Dark Dave. And if you can't watch him through Dark Dave, obviously there's LSB, there's Tevin when Tevin streams, but I know he's covering a lot of Amblin Reed at the moment. So yeah, just watch him through whatever means you can without giving him a view. That's my opinion, but let's just get back into this.
Yeah, it went through.
Oh, maybe he doesn't have a radio notification.
Yeah, he doesn't see us. He doesn't see us.
He
at
might
all.
not even.
Totally fair.
Get this fool's attention.
Yeah.
Show them the toasty goodness, guys. Come on.
Totally fair.
Oh,
He
that's
don't
a
say
ra-
it.
he's not even
seen
seeing
nothing.
it.
He doesn't
Yeah, his
nothing.
notification's not on. So, all right.
All right. Well,
I think he's watching something.
He's watching the game.
yeah, watch the game.
Alright, and yeah, as the point I just brought up there, obviously they're raiding him if, I forgot to explain that, but they were just raiding his stream. I don't know if you want me to explain what raiding is, it's just where you send your viewers over to someone else's stream, that's pretty much what it is. But he hasn't noticed because he doesn't watch the view count, and his eyes are just glued on chat, because he's got a laptop sat to, I think it's the left of him, doesn't really matter, he's just got it sat to the side of him, left or right, and his eyes are just glued to the screen. And if you want a perfect example of this, Crash Bandicoot, CTR Racing, Crash Bandicoot Racing, I think it was Crash Toon Racing, I know it was CTR or something like that. He hated that game so much because his eyes were just glued to his laptop screen when he should be watching the TV, and he kept crashing. It's like, oh, this game sucks, man. I'm like, no, you're just not watching where you're going. It's like if you were driving, you don't look to the left of you the entire way there. You watch where you're going, but he's just that concerned about what people are saying, how much money he's getting, all this stuff. He's just not paying attention to the stream. But I just want to say as well, I did choose a Mighty D video to do this first sort of video on because I just thought Mighty D, although he edits his videos obviously, it's mostly DSP's videos. It's not like Snort Banal where it's quite highly edited and all that, which I have nothing against, by the way. Snort Banal's videos are amazing. They'll just make his content so much better. But yeah, just saying. I do feel like I'm waffling on a bit, so I'll just get back into this.
400 plus people. You're welcome.
14% health, not good. Not good.
Of course.
Of
Not
course.
good that you're not looking at it.
God damn it.
And yeah, as he just said there, he brought up the point. He's not looking at the chat, not looking at him being raided. So yeah, I mean, this is someone who's just the first time he's probably tuned into a DSP video, or the first time he's done it on stream, because I'm guessing he knows who DSP is or has heard of him, because who hasn't at this point. But anyways, let's just get back into it.
Die.
All right. All right, everybody. We are out of here. All right. Thank you guys very much. It's been a lot of fun, but now we must bid you adieu.
Let's see here. PW Dubs sent me $1.30. He says, one day I'm going to do a raid on another streamer's channel. I probably wouldn't want to, because it basically brings negative influence onto other people's channels. What? I'll give you an example. The other day, I guess there was some streamer, I don't know who the hell it was, they were talking shit about me, okay? So someone actually came into the chat saying, Phil, this other streamer's talking shit about you. And I'm like, I don't care. You know, who gives a shit? People do it every day, right? Then apparently, because that happened, because this streamer got some attention on my stream for talking shit about me, I guess some haters went into his room and basically tried to pretend like they were my fans, and they were like, DSP sent us and he says you're an asshole and blah blah blah. And then people came to my Twitter and were like, man, you're a real asshole for sending your followers.
Okay, so I forgot to mention earlier, but bear in mind, DSP says he doesn't watch anything of anyone else, doesn't watch any other streamers, doesn't watch any videos of anyone, and yet he knows all this. I know he said people were on his Twitter, but let's be real. DSP, he got notifications about this. He saw it either at the time or just after, and yeah, it's just bizarre. He's still putting up with this narrative that he doesn't watch anyone else, but then he's starting to admit that he does watch some people, but not a lot of people, and just definitely doesn't watch anything from any of his haters. I don't like using that term haters, and I find the word detractor a bit weird, even though it's more suited. But it's just bizarre. So yeah, and I keep forgetting to mention as well, but I'm presuming you sort of know who DSP is. Like, I'm gonna just give some very background information as we go along as well in these style of videos. I'm presuming you know something about him, but not everything. So that's sort of the format I'm going for. But anyways, we'll get better with the format as we go along. So let's just get back into this.
Mean that you should harass him on stream. I was like, what? Like, go watch my stream archive. At that point, I hadn't even taken it down yet. I was like, go watch my stream archive. I didn't ask anyone to do anything. I don't even know who that person is. So you're bargaining up the wrong fucking tree here, you know? But that's what I mean. Like, if even people who just say negative stuff about me get attacked, can you imagine coming into someone's stream to raid and do something positive, how it would be turned against?
And yeah, this entire point that he's gone on about, he's basically just saying the haters have done this, pretending to be my fans, which caused more hate. Everything is just about painting the haters in worse light, and it's just so weird. Like, I'm just going to get back into it because I'm just going to end up rambling for ages and ages.
Just cause a bunch of negative nonsense, because that's happened before with other streamers that I've had association with, is that these shitheads follow me around, they cause nonsense in those people's streams, that those people get harassed and hassled.
Yeah, those streamers he's talking about, I'm guessing... Well, no, it wouldn't be the Drunken Peasants. I'm guessing it's some streamers that I can't remember off the top of my head, but obviously there's the big three, as most people call them, which is DSP, Wings, and LTG. I guess you could say... Oh yeah, Wings. Yeah, I said Wings. It's very weird though. There's a very weird, not a love triangle going on there. It's just DSP for some reason wants to get on with LTG, but LTG doesn't like DSP. But then Wings tries to get on with DSP, but DSP doesn't like Wings. So it's a very weird. Well, it's not even a triangle, is it anymore? It's just so weird. But yeah, sorry about that, bit of a weird technical difficulty, but that's such a weird excuse. But yeah, the thing with Wings and DSP is Wings is sort of like an open arms policy to DSP. So I guess it could be like, any video you want to do, you can come on my channel, on my Twitch, and stream with me or something. But DSP does not like that fact for some reason, and I guess it's because he doesn't want to be associated with Wings, but they're all associated with each other, they're all intertwined, because at the end of the day, the people who watch DSP watch Wings, people who watch Wings watch LTG, and it's all the same people at the end of the day. I can't remember my point, but that was it. Just saying about how it's a very weird situation with all these streamers on Twitch at the moment. I mean, especially with Wings, apparently getting married because he got catfished not long ago, and then there was another woman involved. It's so confusing, but I'm just going to get back into the video so I can remember my points.
Culture, I think it's stupid, you know? I really do. Like, I think that it's like... It's just so dumb. For me, I want a meaningful relation... Oh, shit. For me, I look for meaningful relationships with real humans. I'm not looking for a virtual fucking relationship. I'm not looking for a virtual relationship.
Alright, so before DSP sort of says it, I think what he's talking about is, have you seen that virtual streamer on Twitch? Well, there's a few of them now, isn't there? I know a lot of the ethos are getting so mad about them. If you don't know, it's basically just a virtual Japanese looking woman, I guess. I don't want to say it's a girl because that's way too creepy, but it's just like a virtual reality woman playing a game, and they're getting something like $15,000 a day or something ridiculous off them, off Twitch people. Because if you don't know, Twitch is basically just I forgot the name of it. Oh, my mind's gone completely blank. But the thing is with DSP as well, what you said about virtual relationships, you've also got to remember as well, this guy has single-handedly ruined every single relationship he's ever had with anyone. And he can paint the picture as much as he wants as, oh no, it's this person's fault, oh no, it's this person's fault, oh no, it was this situation that caused this, which means that the common thing in all of this is DSP. Like, there's no way around it. He's the main cause of all of these issues. And that can be said about everything in his life. To quote GTG, Golden Triangle Gaming, and GTG Network and Productions, whatever he touches turns to failure. The ground beneath him turns to failure as soon as he touches it. the first steps he took were failure. That was a bit harsh by him, but I'm just saying, everything he does just seems to like ooze failure, which I don't know how he does it. But at the end of the day, the common thing between all of this failure in the world, or all of the failure in DSP's world, is DSP. That's why Panda Lee left. That's why John and Rambo left. That's why Machinima left. That's why Curse left. Yeah, I could be here for a while, but let's just get back into it.
With some virtual girl in a fucking anime or something. It's so dumb. I'm sorry. Sorry that I'm a realist. You know? Tammy needs $2 million, so you're taking the waifu thing way too serious. It's basically a Wii version of a celebrity crush. That's the thing. Crushes, in essence, crushes are incredibly immature.
Yeah, this comes from the guy who... I can't even say it. This comes from the guy who said, because he's got a wife, he has no feelings of a certain nature anymore. He doesn't watch certain videos. I'm trying not to get this video. I'm not demonetized because I don't make anything of these videos, but he doesn't watch certain things anymore. Doesn't think certain ways anymore because he's got a wife. Now, that makes no sense at all. And the thing is, he's got such a backwards logic. It's like, I've done this, therefore nothing else matters. Where it's like, no, you've done that. You've got married, but you're still yourself. Like, oh, it's just so infuriating because half the time you just want to scream down the microphone about how stupid he is. But yeah, I'm just going to let this video play out because this might be quite a long video actually, because this video is 21 minutes long. The Mighty Devon, and I think we're only about 4 or 5 minutes in, so let's just get into it.
They are. When I was young and I was a teenager, I had crushes. I haven't had a crush on...
Yeah, this comes from the guys... That's what I was going to say. I remember now. If you don't know, I'm sure you actually do. I'll just get through it quite quick. But the condo in Connecticut that he's got, the one that's being foreclosed on, I always find this funny and I just like to bring it up. But there's actually... It's pretty much confirmed now. Or it's a rumour that it's pretty much taken as granted. Taken as the truth. DSP basically got... Not cooked into buying that, but he got led on very strongly, let's just say that, by a certain woman who he thought he could get with, who he thought, if I pay over the odds to get this condo, pay an extra, what was it, he said it's gone down by half, so it'd be an extra $20,000 to $30,000 on, I could get with this woman. As soon as he signed his name in ink, before it even dried, she gone. As soon as she got the money, gone. And that's how he ended up with the Connecticut condo. It's just, you can't make half this stuff with DSP, but I just thought I'd let you know that.
You know, I was in my early 20s probably. You know, I would say probably, yeah, that was probably the last fucking time. It's something that you grow out of as you mature. But people on the internet love to act like it's a commonplace thing and it's like normalized okay behavior. That even if you have like a significant other, I still have a...
Okay, what does he actually mean? So he's basically saying, if you have a crush on someone, if you like someone, that's bad. Where's the logic in that? So according to the DSP, you just happen to wake up one day and you're married. Or is he saying, you can't like anyone, you just happen to meet that person. You can't like anyone at all, ever. It's just a very bizarre thing going on. I don't know if it's worth bringing it up now, but I'm just going to say it, since this is the first video I've done, or first video I'm doing actually. But it's what Tevin brings up, or he brought up, I can't remember if it was 2016 or 2017 he brought it up, but he was basically speculating, saying he wouldn't be surprised if DSP, when it's at the end of his career, which might be this year, if he comes out as gay. Because there's a lot of evidence pointing towards the fact that he might be leaning towards that side. If you look back at some of his earliest videos on, I think they're on his Dark Side Phil channel or the King of Hate Vlogs channel, when he was with, not Howard, John, that was, sorry, I forgot his name. When he was with John, those videos, they have a very weird undertone to them. I'm not going to say too much because I don't want to influence your views too much, but just go back and watch them, or watch them through Tevin. I'd probably suggest watching them through Tevin. I'll try and find it and link it down below. If I can't, just it'll be in one of his back in time videos, one of his earlier ones, because yeah, in the earlier ones he covers his early career a bit more. But yeah, let's just get back to this video.
That's called being incredibly immature. And I don't want to deal with that shit, so enough of that nonsense. Street Cat showed me to me $5, said, how's the chill stream? Did you and Cat have a fun Valentine's Day? No, in reality, our Valentine's Day absolutely sucked. We both had to work, and Cat was already feeling under the weather, so in reality, it was a bad day.
Okay, so bear in mind as well, was it $2,000 or $1,800 he begged for? No, sorry. Yeah, it was actually. I made a video on it and I've completely forgotten, but it was definitely over $1,000 he begged for 6 days before Valentine's Day, because he said he needed to pay his tax guy. I'm just going to call him tax guy because DSP said he's a lawyer, he's an attorney, he's a tax specialist, whatever. I'm just going to call him tax guy. He needs to pay him up front because this year, well, obviously if you're filing for bankruptcy, which this is the first time he's ever filed for bankruptcy this year, the tax attorney wants his money up front, because if you're filing for bankruptcy, you're not going to have much money left. So obviously it's a smart move by this bankruptcy guy, not bankruptcy guy, tax guy. He wants his money now, and that's the excuse DSP used. But what DSP failed to mention was he got paid on the 15th by Twitch, so he could have just used some of that. But anyways, that's probably went to WWE Champions. But him saying he's had a terrible Valentine's Day, he hasn't. We all know DSP has taken Cat out somewhere, and we all know that he spent all of that money that he got. So him saying it's been a terrible Valentine's Day, I wouldn't believe it if I was you, because I don't want to be too harsh like GTG, and I don't want to be too light and not say the truth, quote unquote, as some other people. But Cat does seem like the type of person who DSP has to splash quite a bit of money on to keep her there. So yeah, let's just get back to this.
No, I don't know. Listen, this may shock some of you. I don't know Wings of Redemption. I don't talk to Wings of Redemption. It doesn't make a lot of money. Real talk, I know it doesn't.
Real talk.
Real talk.
Real talk.
Right? I have no interaction with Wings of Redemption besides you guys constantly bringing him up on my fucking streams because you're obsessed with this fucking guy and you can't leave him alone. That's the only thing I know about Wings. Why would I congratulate someone on getting engaged who I don't talk to and know nothing about? I don't even know if he's really engaged or not, if you guys are lying. I have no idea. I don't get.
Yeah, I'm just going to mention as well, I don't know too much about this Wings of Redemption getting married thing. I've only heard about it today, to be honest. My Wings of Redemption lore is pretty bad. I only know about very, very weird things, such as his grandma doing things to his... I don't want to go there, but and stuff to do with Syndicate right at the start of his career. What else do I know about Wings? Oh, I've heard about that thing, him wanting people to pay him $10 an hour to play bad at Call of Duty, which makes no sense. But yeah, this whole thing about DSP saying, I don't know who Wings of Redemption is, I don't know anything about him. DSP knows, because he has the same fans as you. And there is a definite crossover, because all the lolcows of Twitch, and technically YouTube as well, doesn't really matter what site they're on, they all cross over, all the fans do. So him playing this off as, I don't know who this guy is. Yes, you do. Your fans have told you. Either on stream or in public, or he's got one of his loyal minions to run off and get the Kiwi Farms threads from, well, Kiwi Farms about Wings of Redemption. So yeah, let's just get back into this.
Ask me dumb fucking questions about another streamer. Shut the fuck up about it. Grow the fuck up, because if you keep doing it and pissing me off, I'm going to put my virtual foot up.
And yeah, as you can tell as well, just go straight to insults because that's the only thing DSP really knows.
Anymore. How about that? How does that sound? Hopefully it sounds good to you. Sounds great to me. Yeah, I know, because people are like, oh, Phil's angry. Yeah, because people do it on purpose. They irk me. Let's keep mentioning another streamer 4,000 times on Phil's stream, so Phil finally has to ignore or acknowledge it and derail his whole stream talking about it. Why the fuck do I care about some streamer who I don't know getting engaged? Why do I give a fuck about any of that?
Yeah, DSP does not care about anyone that doesn't directly benefit him. He'd only care about Wings of Redemption if Wings of Redemption stole his top whales from him, or if Wings of Redemption had, I don't know, just done anything related to money-wise. If it doesn't involve money, DSP doesn't care. And he definitely does not care about another streamer who is as notorious, if not a bit more notorious, than him. Because he's been around for the same amount of time, I guess. But Wings of Redemption, he's more, I don't know how to word it. He's more harsh in the moment, whereas DSP, a lot of the stuff is behind the scenes. It's all in secret. It's all, I forgot the term. He has like a little secret society where they can just do whatever they want, and they'll go and flag videos and take down channels and stuff. Whereas Rings of Redemption, most of the bad stuff is already public. There's not a lot happening in DMs or in private apart from the catfishing thing, but that's something completely different. But yeah, let's just get back into it.
Shut the fuck up about it and grow the fuck up about it. You know? People are with other streamers and shit. It's not healthy behavior at all. It's really not. It's fucking disgusting. I'm a man of the people. I'm not about being an elitist and being a big man that popular, you know, giant celebrities want to watch. I'm about...
Alright, this is something that, I know I'm quoting a lot of GTG here, but I watch a fair amount of GTG content. And I forgot how I said it as well. It might have been Robin and Zephyr, I can't remember. Anyways, just shout out to all them lot. But the thing about DSP saying, I'm a man of the people, I'm for the average Joe, I think is the phrase he used. I'm a common gamer. The only reason that he said this is because he can't get brand deals because of his, well, toxic personality. And I did air quotes them even though you can't see him. But yeah, this whole persona of, look at me, I'm the average gamer, I'm just like you. If a game's bad, I want to feel the burn in my wallet. I think that's what he said, or I want to feel the crunch on my credit or something like that. If it's a bad game, I want to react the same as you, like at home. I want to do this and that like you. But DSP, he will take any brand deal he can. Fallout 4, for example, got an early review copy, didn't go to Panda Lee's brother's wedding. What was the other one? Assassin's Creed stream, that was it. Was it Odyssey or Origin? I think it was Odyssey. I think so. Yeah, because, anyways, whatever Assassin's Creed it was, he was basically playing that game for a week. I think it was about a week. Throughout the week. Basically hating the game. Basically saying, oh, this game's bad, oh, look at the control scheme, oh, it's bad. Just general DSP quotes. And then he announced the night before he was doing a sponsored stream. I think it was from, it wouldn't be the Bounty Awards, because he says he's banned from them. I guess it was just through Ubisoft or Ubisoft, however you pronounce it. And he said he was going to play a game, and he was going to get sponsored by it. It was only like $100 or $100 or whatever or something. And it was Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'm just going to say it's Odyssey. And he loved it. He was like, oh, this game's so good. Oh, look, it's amazing. He'll just take anything. And the other one was it Elo Hell? Or Elo... I think it was Elo Hell. Or Elo Nightmare or something like that. He got sponsored to do that. And he was like, oh, look, this game's so good. Oh, look, the graphics are so good. Oh, the story is so gripping. And then after it, he was like, oh, your game's bad. Oh, the game's terrible. He's just in it for the money. He'll take anything he can. I'm just gonna get back to the video because I'm just rambling again.
That's what I've always said that I was, or felt that I was. I told you I never felt that I was ever better than any of you guys. Wolves of Redemption to me $1. So why are you talking bad about your fans? We all love you. Because I'm not necessarily talking about people who are actual fans of mine. I'm talking about these tweeners, these people who are here only to basically deride.
Yeah, DSP, I'd probably say well over 50% of your fan base is there to see you fail. I'd probably say it's about 75% now. Would I say higher than 75%? I'm not too sure, but bare minimum 75% are there to hate on you. Because at the end of the day, if he gets one good whale, that whale can make up for 400 people on a stream. Well, DSP doesn't even get 400 anymore, it's more like 300 viewers. But one good whale can make up for his $400 daily tip goal. And when you have about 5 or 6 whales, not only donating in public, but also behind the scenes, because he does a lot of behind the scenes deals. Yeah, he makes a fair amount of money, even if he only has... Well, I forgot my point now. Oh, that was it, yeah. Basically saying most of you are there to hate him, and he can still make a fair amount of money, even if only 2 people are donating, because he gets... I'd probably say he gets roughly the same amount of donations behind the scenes as he gets on stream. I'd probably say that might be pushing it a bit, but just always keep in mind there's a lot of secret stuff going on about DSP in the background. So yeah, let's get back to this.
Purpose again. Why you bring up this guy? Because they want to get a rise on me. They want me to derail what I'm doing on my stream and not.
Yeah, DSP, you don't concentrate on the game, and you derail the stream all the time. Like, well, I mean, bear in mind as well, this is being recorded for YouTube, so when he's sat at his on his love seat reading off, oh, I've just got a 10-bit cheer from whoever. No, I couldn't think of the name off the top of my head. The YouTube audience, they don't know who that guy is. They can't see the Twitch chat because DSP doesn't include that in the videos. So he's derailing the stream every time he says, oh, he's a 10-bit cheer. He's a thank you for subbing. Thank you for this. That's derailing the stream. And these chill streams that he's doing, the Minecraft ones, they're not recorded. They're the evening streams. They're the chill stream, dude. Where he just... That was a terrible DSP impression. But he does the chill streams pretty much. Just let out daily anger. That's all it's for. And it's a good thing that people like Mighty D, Snort Bernal, LSB, Tevin, Dark Dave. I could be here a while. It's good why they record and mirror the chill streams, because throughout the day when he's recording for YouTube, you're not gonna get that much salt, like, you know, salty behaviour. But the night streams, you will get the day salt in one go there. Oh, I don't want to make me laugh, but let's just get straight back to this.
And get pissed off about people talking about other streamers. That's number one, against the rule. Number two, insanely immature and ludicrous that you would fucking do that. Spartan King cheered. I don't get why people come to your streams to talk about Wings. No one fucking cares about him. He's not entertaining. I'd rather watch paint dry. And here's the thing. It's not even about that. I know nothing about the fucking guy. If you're so obsessed with this fucking guy, go to his fucking stream to talk about.
Yeah, I'm just going to bring this point up again. If you talk to DSP or anyone in chat about anything that isn't DSP related, you're probably going to get banned. That's how petty he is. I've heard some people have been banned even without saying anything. They just enter the chat and they're banned. So, I know that's Twitter. Oh, I've just messed that up. I've heard people on Twitter get banned by not saying anything directly to him. But if you go onto Twitch and watch one of his streams, you can just say, hello, fellow viewer, how are you? Like, oh, you're derailing the stream, you're banned. That's how petty he is. And also, as well, as a streamer, you should sort of know what's going on. You know, you should be like, oh, I don't know much about Wings. I prefer not to talk about him, but talk about it in chat if you want. But the thing is, DSP needs chat, and we're just going back around in a circle. So yeah.
To flood someone else's stream and have everything you talk about is another person. Oh, this, all that. Like, it's this weirdo lolcow culture. Alright, lolcow, however the fuck you say. It's a weirdo culture. It's a bunch of fucking no-life idiots who fucking get into this culture. Who your life fucking sucks shit. So what you gotta do is find someone who you think that their life sucks too, so that you can make fun of them constantly, so you feel...
Yeah, what he just said there about the lol cow culture and stuff applies perfectly to him. Do I need to bring up Pro Jared? Do I need to bring up these other people? As soon as someone offends DSP, it wouldn't surprise me if he's got... I haven't watched WWE, by the way, since I was like 12. But what's that guy who had the list? But DSP's got the list, and you're added to the list. Chris Jericho, that's him. Jeez, that's an old school reference. But DSP probably does have a list somewhere. It's either on his phone. I can't see him owning a pen, so it's probably on his phone, of people who have wronged him. And he will hold a grudge for years. Pro Jared, for example. People are speculating if it's... I don't know if it was 4 years ago now. Yeah, it would be 4 years ago. It's when he made that tweet saying, how have I stumbled upon watching this terrible DSP content? Which was one tweet, by the way. But then also in 2013, which was seven years ago now. Oh, that's gone quick. Pro Jared basically, I'm just going to have to summarise this really quick. But basically, Pro Jared had a bigger booth at a convention that DSP also had a booth at. That's why he got so mad about Pro Jared. And then did this whole Twitter thing, and yeah, I don't want to get into that positivity stream that he did, like debunking the trolls, because that was just a mess. But I can't remember my original point now. Yeah, let's just get back to this, because this is going to be a very long video.
If you follow people around just to make fun of them constantly and you call them a lolcow, you're a sick fuck. You're actually fucked in the head. Alright?
Oh, that was it. I was waiting for him to say that. I haven't watched his video, by the way. I was just presuming he was going to say that you messed up or something. This is a throwback to... Is it Evil AJ? Might be Evil AJ, or it could be sort of the first sort of wave of detractors, I guess you could say. Basically saying, if you hate him, you're mentally ill. And bear in mind, this is a man who claims he's had depression, or still suffers with depression. Yeah, do I need to say any more?
You should be looking for constructive things in your own life, not to bring down other people constantly. And that's all that culture is. It's disgusting.
If DSP could get away with it, if he could come on stream and call Tevin... Well, I don't really want to say what he will want to call Tevin, but if he just personally attacked him on just based on the way he looks, on the way he talks, on this and that, he would. He 100% would. Because at the end of the day, DSP still has racist views, still has quite sexist views and stuff. And yeah, I know that got a bit dark there, but I'm just saying, if DSP could get away with it, he would do it every single day. And he would do it to everyone. So yeah, even if you're a fan. So yeah.
Fucking immaturity and just disgusting, lowest level human behavior. That shit. And you gotta cut the fuck out. Because that's all it is people, I'm so infatuated. Lolcow. I gotta come to a stream and talk about it. And blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up. No one cares about your stupid shit. You and your little circle jerking community of idiots who think that you're so cool because you talk about these fucking people and obsess over them, and you hound them and you harass them and you make that the entirety of your existence. You're the fucking loser, not the person you're making as pathetic and as low as the person you're making fun of. If you, as that's the be all end all of your existence, you're actually...
Alright, so basically what he's just proving is, because he's reacting to it, he's giving them the win. If he just went, not talking about it, or not the time, that sort of thing. That you know, that there wouldn't be a point for him just to argue the fact that everyone's right in the end. And what I don't understand about people like him, I guess you could say Mundane Matt's done it as well. I don't like bringing up Mundane Matt. I only really know stuff about the Bouldergate incident and his child not being his. He got cooked by some of the man. I don't know. That's the second time I brought that up. I would cook this video. But thing about people like DSP, Wings of Redemption, all that is, Wings of Redemption does sort of have an argument, but let's just get to my point quick. DSP brings up this idea that people sit at home all day and their entire existence is basically just to annoy him and to act as to be a part of the lolcow fan base, when it's not. Like, I just burnt them. But when his bankruptcy filing came out, he was like, people were sat at home refreshing the page and they've been doing it for years and years, waiting for this to happen. I'm like, no, it's public information. Like, they've got to file it, and all it would take is just someone to go, oh, look at that, DSP's filed for bankruptcy. Oh, I'll put this on Twitter because this is quite big news for these fans. Because DSP, this is just like what some logical person might think. Well, DSP lies to his fans all the time. He doesn't tell people the truth. We'll have to wait a year to hear something that happened 3 years ago. I'll put it on Twitter. It gets retweeted. Everyone knows. You know, that's it. It's not hours and hours and hours of your life gone. It's just you just happen to tune into his stream half the time. It's like, that wasn't very nice. I wonder what else this DSP guy's done. Type in DSP. What were all these videos? And it's like compilation videos of DSP. What was it? The top most racist moments and stuff. If you see that of DSP, that's quite a good video actually. Yeah, let's just get back into it because this video is going to drag on a bit.
You are lower than that. You are a lower form of life than the lolcow that you profess to make fun of, because you made your whole life about obsessing about that person like an idiot. So, congratulations, you're lower than the person who you think is the lowest of the low. And you don't even realize it because you're so ignorant and stupid in your own fucking head. You don't have a...
Yeah, the people who DSP claims are stupid consistently prove rumours right. They disprove everything he said. Yeah, it's just the ramblings of a madman. Let's just get back to this.
Person. It's true. It's absolutely true. It's really fucking dumb. There's just too many dumb fucking people on the planet at this point. Really, they just are.
Yeah, I think DSP might fall into that situation. If this coronavirus thing, I've said the word now. If that virus comes out and DSP's left on his own, to quote GTG, he's going to be one of the first ones to go.
The problem is that there's so many people, there's only a limited amount of resources on the planet, and there's so many people on the planet who sadly don't feel like they have meaningful lives, so they have to latch on to others, whether for positive...
This literally just defines DSP. Panda Lee leaves. It depends on the timeline, which one you believe. But when Panda Lee left, we know he was talking to Kat very, very soon after, maybe weeks after. So he's saying these people latch on to someone just to hate on them so they feel good. Well, DSP latches onto people because he needs people, because he can't do things to make him feel good that these things are being fulfilled and done. So his argument is just... I'm lost for words. Let's just get back to this.
It's not healthy at all. To be seen, the entertainment I get is by latching on to another person and hounding them constantly about every possible little fucking thing. Like, that's not a...
And yeah, the only entertainment DSP gets is if he pays for it. I'm not talking about prostitution, by the way. I just came out of that pretty blunt then. I'm just saying the WWE Network, Netflix, used to be PS View, PlayStation TV. Can't remember. It's PS View. Hulu, Disney Plus. I could be here a while actually. There's quite a few. All the subscription services he pays for, and also as well, if you want to bring in DSP's entertainment, WWE Champions, and as well as other mobile games he hasn't told us about, because he's admitted before he used to play 5 mobile games. I know one of them was a Final Fantasy one, and there was two WWE ones, but DSP has to pay for entertainment. And when he's saying, oh, these people, if that's the only entertainment they get in life, that's so sad. Well, I personally think if you have to pay on these pay-to-win games to have any form of entertainment in your life, that's pretty sad as well, isn't it? And at the end of the day, DSP, he even said, a quote word for word, I didn't find meaning in my life till I found YouTube. So he didn't find meaning in his life until he sat down in front of his TV, recording himself playing games, and got paid for it in the end. That's the meaning of his life. I'm not having to go at anyone who plays games for a living, but I'm just saying, if that's the only thing that you do in your entire life, just do something with it.
Disgusting, toxified, mentally ill, fucked up way to exist, and there are a ton of people that live like that on this planet right now. That's not good. That's not good at all. Can I make Minecraft positive again or chill again one day? Says PW Dubs.
The thing is, I'm chill right now. I actually am chill.
Like
Oh man, that made me laugh. If you don't know about his cat, I forgot I was doing bits of background information. I guess I've just been lost in my own sort of train of thought. But yeah, whenever I see Jasper, I always just picture what GTG says. Just what was it? Jasper the Declawed. There's that guy on Twitter called Jasper the Declawed. I recommend you follow him. And there's a squirrel gang who apparently beat up Jasper. Oh, this isn't any point, by the way. That just made me laugh, and I just thought I'd better include it.
very matter of factly, and being able to do this actually makes me feel better to actually talk with you guys honestly about stuff like this. It does. Like, I actually feel very chill. Just because I elevate my voice a bit to make a point doesn't mean that I'm not chill at all. Like, I'm having a lot of fun tonight, despite the fact we still didn't find this stupid turtle. What I honestly think is I struck a nerve with certain people now. Oh, look, Phil's saying and doing, he's raging. No, I'm not raging. I'm actually telling you like it is, and you're probably thinking in your head, you're realizing that you're a loser because you're a loud cow fanatic, and now you feel like a fucking idiot. So now you're going to act like I'm the one that lost control tonight, when in reality is you realizing how dumb you actually...
No, that just doesn't make any sense at all. So, DSP's end goal, I might as well just mention it now. Well, I don't even know what his end goal is anymore, but I know up until recently it was to convert, if you want to use those words, detractors into fans. Even though that makes no sense at all, because if you look at people like Tevin, I'm not too sure if Lightside Bill was. Who else is there? But anyways, if you look at some of the top detractors and restreamers and stuff, and even if you look at people who even just tune into these restreamers channels, they used to be fans. Like, some of them pretty big fans, or they might have just been mutual people who just watched on Twitch every now and then, or they might check out his Twitter. And DSP's banned them because he's banned something ridiculous, like 8,000 accounts in a year. It's just absolutely mad. So these people who he's banned, and let's be honest, if you get banned by a streamer personally, because he does that lean-in manual ban, it's a bit offensive, isn't it? Even if you have, especially if you haven't even done anything, you just tune in, say hi, get banned. He's trying to convert people who he's banned. It doesn't make any sense. He's trying to, like, gets one to convert to religion and then trying to get them to convert back and then back again. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, there's no offense against anyone who has, but I'm just saying that's the logic he's trying to use, which is just so backwards.
So, if you're not a lolcow fanatic, great. You know, good for you. But for the idiots who come to my stream and want to hound about another fucking streamer and just be a disgusting, toxic person all the time, I mean, sorry about your moment of self-realization and you feel like a complete worthless tool now, but...
Yeah, I wouldn't take any life advice from this guy. He's come out recently, said something about he might write a book, or he's thought about writing a book if people could use his life as a lesson of things what not to do. So, yeah, just don't take any advice from this guy. If you want to be $500,000 in debt, have 14 credit cards, play mobile games that drain $40,000 out your accounts. What else is there? Masturbate live on a public stream in front of children. Insult an 11-year-old. And get banned off Twitch for it, then get brought back because Twitch weird like that. I could go on, but do I need to? No.
Apple juice. Timmy Dollar says, "But don't you think that talking about him for 2 to 4 minutes every time someone mentions his name is derailing your stream more?" No, I don't. The thing is, you don't understand. Just because I'm doing a Minecraft stream and I bring it up for 2 to 4 minutes and I address it, you have to understand that, like, a giant portion of my entire day is idiots talking about this guy. Constantly. Just wings. Like, shut the fuck up. You're like a little incessant 5-year-old pulling at their parent's leg. Mommy, bothering about something.
Yeah, DSP, if you even mention his name, if you mention anyone's name who has insulted you in the chat, in a cheer, in a tip, on Twitter or whatever, you're derailing the stream. If you're live streaming, obviously. If it's for 1 second, that's derailing it. Just say, right, let's say for example I donate DSP a message. I wouldn't give him any money, but let's just say for example that I did a tip and I put a message in there basically saying something about him having a gouty leg and snorting and stuff. This is what you should do. Alright, I've just got a $3 tip. It's a bit of an insulting message, but thank you anyways. Hope you're good. There you go. You acknowledge the person. You didn't say their name. You didn't give them any credit, but there you go. Anyways, trying to give DSP advice is literally like talking to a brick wall, or talking to a man who just won't believe anyone.
Like, these are adults doing it in my stream chat. So
wait a minute. He just said this is adults doing it, but doesn't he always say that detractors are kids? Does he say these are brain dead idiot kids who don't have anything to do? I mean, we all know that DSP's fanbase is predominantly children. I mean, there was that one guy who, well, not a guy, one kid who he sent him. Oh, it was Derek, wasn't it? Basically, I'm gonna have to explain this. This Derek guy, he stole his mum's credit card and donated money to DSP. His mum found out, and Derek donated his last message and said, basically, my mum's found out I've nicked a credit card. I was like, oh, that's really sad, Derek. Yeah. So, the majority of his fan base are children. He doesn't like to admit that. He's a children's entertainer. And yeah, let's just get back to this. I don't even remember what I was saying.
9% of the time, and then every once in a while it'll get to me to the point where I bring it up, and now all of a sudden, Phil, you... By the way, there's the bird statue, so I know the village is over there. That's pretty awesome. Right. Phil, you really let yourself go to talk about that today. It's like, no, I endured it 99,999 times, and I finally addressed it once. That's not the case. So if you think that actually being matter-of-fact about something and having, you know, the freedom to talk about something very matter-of-factly like that is wrong, then you're at the wrong place. You really are. You're at the wrong stream, the wrong place. That's who I am. That's who I always have been. I'm not going to sugarcoat shit. If you're a loud cow fanatic, you're a fucking loser in life, and you need to get the fuck off my stream. Because I don't deal with that shit. I don't want to deal with that shit. I don't want to have a part to do with any of that. And it's really toxic shit, and you need to grow the fuck up. I Kill Kenny says the reason people talk about wings is how you react to it. Wrong. They talk about wings because they want to talk about wings constantly because they're obsessed idiots. That's why. Again, I rarely will address anything about him. I will just pass it off, ignore it. This is a rare case.
Yeah, the main reason why he doesn't like to bring up other people is because people might go and watch their Twitch channels. I mean, I know that I've said before, there's a lot of fans who cross over between LTG, Low T God, DSP and Wings, but for the people who don't, they might go over and think, oh, who's this guy? And could become a whale for Wings, could become a whale for LTG, who knows? And also DSP is that paranoid, he could be thinking anything, so who really knows?
You're an idiot and you're wrong. Here we go again. Not healthy to $3 and insults me, so go fuck yourself. Alright.
Right there. He just gave, I forgot his name. He just gave that guy credit. He gave him acknowledgement. And let's be honest as well, you don't have to give DSP money to get him to say your name or to read out your message. Just wait till no one's giving him money and then put something in chat. He'll read it. Like, he'll read anything because he gets that bored. And he thinks, oh, this isn't being recorded. So he'll just say anything.
Very briefly, I have something to say that I have kept to myself the entire week. I have laughed to myself the entire fucking week about this. I literally have not addressed it at all because I wanted to wait until this very moment to address it because I wanted to close this week's Minecraft stream with it because it was a big segment of last week's Minecraft stream. Okay, are you ready? So, ladies and gentlemen, last week, I had a case that I had addressed. We were talking about people who obsess and people who become obsessed detractors and stuff like that. It was one of the topics we talked about on Minecraft last week. And I had mentioned that in the past, there was a person who I had thought was a big fan of mine. I said they were a big fan of mine to the point where
Alright, so I know he's explaining it now, but I just want to say as close to the truth as possible version. That wasn't very good English or grammar or whatever, but you know what I mean. I'm just going to try and say the most honest version that appears to have happened. So there's this guy, I'm not going to call him a kid like DSP did, called Gamer J Lee. Gamer J Lee, I think he's a YouTuber, and I think he's a streamer now as well. I'd recommend to go and check him out because, you know, it won't do anyone any harm. But basically, DSP went off on this mini rant. Didn't call this guy out by name, but pretty much said, I had a fan who I met at a convention. We spoke for ages, and then he became a mod for me, and then I found out he hates me, and he's a detractor, and he posts all this negative stuff about me, and people have got into his head. But in reality, what happened was this gamer J Lee met DSP for roughly 5 minutes at a convention in 2013, when he was 19, by the way, so he's not a kid. And then became a mod for Phil, like a moderator on Twitch, when DSP joined Twitch in, was it 2014 or 15? My DSP lore around 2000, well, after he moved house is really bad. Anyways, the first time he streamed on Twitch, I think it was 2014 or 15, he was a mod for Phil. And then if you don't know, DSP quit Twitch because of some weird bitrate issue because he won't reduce it. And then that gamer J Lee was left a moderator up until 2017 when DSP started streaming on Twitch again. I'm going to sneeze, so I'll just mute the mic. Alright, sorry about that. Hopefully I edited that out. But anyways, this gamer J Lee became a mod for DSP, and then stopped as a mod up until DSP started streaming back on Twitch. So he'd been left a mod for minimum 2 years on a Twitch channel. And the whole thing that kicked this off was recently Gamer J Lee shared a post publicly, or he replied to a post publicly saying, oh, at least, no, that was it. It looks like you're the new DSP. That's pretty much what he said. And then, I don't know how, but DSP spun this into, this guy, he's a regular detractor. He spams all this stuff. He's a regular in detractor circles. He hates me, does all this stuff. it makes no sense. And I mean, it makes no sense why DSP's made this up, because he made up a blatant lie about this guy saying he needs to work at his parents' shop or something. That's why he can't be on streams often, and that Gamer Jolie said that's a total lie. But what's happened is, it turns out the guy who this Gamer Jolie wasn't the guy DSP was talking about. There's this other guy at the convention, I don't know his name, and DSP's like, oh, they're all idiots for this. But you've just lied about this guy who's proven you've lied because you're trying to push across this false narrative. I'm just going to let DSP explain it. I never thought I'd say that, but let's just let DSP explain this one.
Reader of mine, and then eventually things had like turned somehow in this person's head, like their opinion against me had turned, and without me even talking to anyone about this kind of stuff, and ever talking to this guy over the years, I apparently had found out this guy had become a detractor of mine. He really hated me, and apparently just had a really changed opinion about me to the point where he joined detractor communities. He was talking shit about me on social media or whatever. Now, this is someone who I not had any contact with for years, right? This is someone who, you know, at one point I just met once in real life. We had some interactions online. He said he wanted to be a moderator for me. He had moderated for me for a little bit, and then basically stopped moderating for me, and that was it. That's where we left it. I never talked to him for years. Next thing I know, this guy's become a detractor, and we had a conversation about, man, it's weird how people kind of get almost indoctrinated into the detractor community who have been fans of mine over the years. It's weird because it has nothing to do with me.
Well, I know this is a bit of a weird point, but I just want to bring it up. It's also weird as well how DSP attracts a lot of, to quote Tevin, wheelchair symbol users. That's no insult on anyone who is like disabled in any way. I'm just saying, a lot of the people who do give him money have things going on. For example, it's not Planet Jeff. It might be Planet Jeff, but it's one of his followers. Gives DSP money through his wife's. Basically, his wife died, and gives the money from the will to DSP. And there's another guy who gives his disability benefits to DSP. So yeah, I just thought I'd bring that up. So when he's on about indoctrinating people into detractor circles, remember that DSP does this, but he targets a certain other variety of person. I'm not insulting against disabled people at all. I'm just saying there seems to be a lot of people who are disabled who give DSP quite a lot of money.
Nothing, right? So we did all this, talked about this. It was a big segment of last week's stream, and you know, that was it. That's where I left it. Now, by the way, I should bring this up. I never brought up anyone's name. I never addressed a certain person. I just said this in general was someone, and this is a case point. This is a true story of something that happened. I purposely didn't want to call out a name because I'll be very honest with all of you. I didn't remember the name of the person or whatever, who it was. I couldn't remember. And I know exactly what this person looks like, okay? But I know I can't for the life of me remember them, okay? And it's my fault, you know, it's been years and years.
Yeah, that's sort of a lie, isn't it? DSP keeps tabs on everyone. I wouldn't, well, as I said before, I can't see him using a pen. I can't see him waddling over to the desktop computer, because have you seen the desktop layout on that? He's got some of his girlfriend's quite explicit pictures on there, and he's got tax stubs, payment stubs and stuff for his wife. So he wouldn't be on that computer. He's got stuff on his phone. He has his own Discord, let's be honest, because the WWE Champion stuff is leaked. So DSP definitely knew who this guy was. He might have forgotten his name in the moment, which I think is what he's trying to say. But DSP knew, he knew what this guy looked like. So he would know his name. And he would know his Twitter @ probably his PSN or his Xbox user ID or whatever. But yeah, I'm just saying, if DSP says, I don't know this, basically if he says an absolute, it's a lie. Just saying.
You know, I didn't want to say a name. I didn't want to call out someone like that on a stream or whatever. I made it just a very generalized story. Okay? Well, guess what? I take my day off last week, and apparently some person on the internet says, Phil was talking about me on the Minecraft stream, and I'm gonna make this really nasty video about why I hate Phil. And
Yeah, he's talking about Gamer Lee here. Well, I've already explained it, but the guy who has said that DSP's basically lied about him and was an ex-mod. That's who he's talking about, by the way.
so, of course, everyone on my day off tries to harass me about it online. I ignore. All week, people have been spamming my stream chat. All right.
When he says people harass him, what he's actually saying is there was videos made about him and he was watching them. That's what he means.
About
Because DSP watches videos like this. I wouldn't think he'd watch this. If he is, hello. Such a stern hello. But he watches videos. He definitely watches Snortbanel. Definitely watches Tevin. People have speculated as well he watches GTG. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, GTG gets pretty harsh, so if he does, he's got bigger balls than I thought.
shit about me on the Minecraft stream or whatever, and this is the truth. I hate him because of this and this and this or whatever. And, you know, and everyone's, oh, Phil got blasted by this former fan, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Here's how I'm going to end the stream. Ladies and gentlemen, that person who made that video is not who I was talking about last week at all. This is some other guy. Some other fucking...
Yeah, he's going to turn this into the... Oh, there wasn't not a prostitute, an escort. I said escort really weird then. He's going to turn this into the next... Oh, there's not an escort, guys. No, there's no escort. He's going to turn this situation into that. He's going to be, oh, look how stupid they are. Oh, they got the wrong person. I mean, I don't want to get into the escort thing now, but let's be honest, Kat was pretty much the escort. I mean, Kat, Kimberly, not much difference. That makes no sense to anyone who doesn't know about that. I might do a video on that soon. But yeah, pretty much he's just going to say, oh, they're all idiots now.
This is not who I was talking about. Like I said, I remember specifically who this person is. That was not the guy at all.
Wait, so... Oh, did you catch that though? DSP said, I know who the guy is. I know who he is. But you just said you didn't know his name. So, what is it? I mean, I know I'm nitpicking here, but with DSP, you just presume everything's a lie and just run with that. Because then, pretty much, you don't have to run far, and it's proven to be true by, well, most of the time by DSP's own mouth.
Come out of the woodwork, who's like, oh, it's me he was talking about, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm watching the video, I'm like, I don't know who this is. Ooh. All right. In addition to that, on Wednesday, I'll be stopping my gameplay a little bit early. Usually I stop at around, I don't know, 6:30, 7 o'clock. I'll probably be stopping around 6-ish because Gamer J. Lee, who is a avid viewer, a fan of mine, who I actually met at SGC, Screw Attack Gaming Convention, if you don't know what that is, last year, wants to do a brief interview with me. It's like 30 minutes. Just wants to ask me some questions. I've agreed to do that on Skype. I'm not sure how he's going to present that, if it's going to be a video on his YouTube channel, but once I get that information for you guys, I'll let you know. But that's going to be me doing that on Wednesday, and then whenever he makes it live, I'll obviously spread the information so that you guys can listen. If you...
Yeah, this just plays into, I think it's GTG's point again. I need to reference GTG. I've used so many of his points, but he's such a good person to use, so yeah, I'm going to link him down below, as well as other people I've mentioned, if I can remember everyone I've mentioned. But it's what GTG said. End of the day, DSP is his own biggest detractor. Give him enough rope, he'll hang himself. And with DSP doing this whole, like, not debunking, what's it called? He has like a revisionist approach to certain events, but he has that many different approaches in such a short amount of time, you don't know what it is. So the best thing to do is just go on his own channel and watch the video that he's talking about. So him saying, I don't know this Gamer J Lee guys, never heard of him. Well, what's his video, Phil? From, I'm guessing it was about 2013, because that's when that convention was. What's his video? And that's when he goes silent. That's when he says, oh, it's taken out of context. Well, alright, here's the entire video. Here's the whole 2-hour Ask the King stream. I think that's what it's called, yeah. There you go. It's not out of context. What do you make of that? Like, oh, you're just a detractor and you're banned. And you can't hide forever, Phil. That's all I'm saying.
This is who I was.
Oh, and thinking about it as well, I might have called him Dave throughout this video. If I've called him Dave and you're still watching, I meant Phil. I'm sorry.
I was like, are you kidding me? It was just hilarious. I'm watching. I'm like, what the fuck? So the whole week I just said, I'm just going to keep it under wraps until we get a Minecraft stream again next week. And then I'm...
Right, you can see how happy he is. Bear in mind he's not ill in this, by the way. But he'll do the fake cough pretty soon. But him waiting to do a Minecraft stream, it just shows he doesn't want this to be recorded. He could have gone on Twitter at any time and gone, no, that's not the guy. I'm like, okay, prove it then. But then on Twitter, he'd be held accountable because it's a screenshot and you can reply to him directly. But then on Twitch, you'll just go, oh no, it's not the guy. He'll laugh a bit, laugh at people. I mean, I do think that's a genuine laugh, but I don't think he's laughing at the fact that it was the wrong guy. I think he's laughing at the fact that, oh, something good's happened in my life this year. Or, oh no, this is actually going towards me. It might change people's opinions of me. I might do not a positivity stream. He's getting the groove back. That's it. He might do a 2020 version of that groove thing. I can't remember the exact quote, but yeah. Anyways, let's just get back to DSP because this video is almost over, I think.
I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know who the fuck that is. I don't know what's going on, who that is, but this is someone who took it upon themselves to make what I was talking about last week their own person. Like, they owned it, too. He's owning it. Like, this is his personal story and shit. And I'm like, that is totally not the guy who I'm thinking of and who I'm talking about. This is someone else who literally wants to claim this.
Yeah, sorry for keep pausing this. DSP's that exact type of person as well. DSP will jump on anything. Pro Jared, he'll jump on that, make the whole situation about him, get 16,000 retweets, and then go, I'm famous. I'm famous, guys. I've got 20,000 people watching. When in reality, he had, I think it was about 1,000 people watching him at most. And it's like, all these new viewers. Oh, I'm gonna get so many more tips. He didn't say that, but that's obviously what he was thinking. But DSP is the exact type of person who will make someone else's issue turn it into himself. Kobe Bryant, for example. Kobe Bryant passes away. Oh, dude, this is so bad. Kobe Bryant passed away. My game save died, dude. Yeah, it just goes to show, doesn't it?
Story, but this is not who I was addressing on last week's stream. But do you see the point that I tried to make? If anything, just enforces my point. These people invent a narrative. They literally invent a narrative as a reason to hate me. See, all these reasons why I hated Phil, and this just proves my point. But I wasn't talking about you. You're an idiot. You're an actual fucking idiot who made this about you when it was never about you. You're a complete moron. And that's what's hilarious about this shit, is that people do this all.
All I'm saying is, we only have your word, Phil. Your word, which will probably change in a couple of days, and then in a week, then change again, then a week after. And yeah, this Gamer J Lee guy, obviously no one knows too much about him because obviously he's not a massive YouTuber or streamer or anything, but I'm willing to believe him over DSP, let's be honest. DSP, the guy who says, I need money for taxes, flies in his wife. I need money for taxes, gets married. I need money for taxes, spends $40,000 on a mobile game. And that's only 3 lies that he's told, so yeah. I think this video is nearly over now, but let's just get through this last bit.
To me, but I didn't do anything. You made it up. You literally did it. You made that association yourself, so you have a reason to hate me. Like, this is what people do. This is how nuts these fucking people are. Okay? So for me, like, I literally just laughed to myself all fucking week about this. And I was like, I can't believe how ludicrous this is. This guy saying all this shit. I'm like, this is not who I'm talking about. And again, I wouldn't, even if it was a specific person, I remember their name, I wouldn't call them out. I wouldn't say that on the street. This is someone who I haven't talked to in years and fucking years, right? I was talking in generalized terms to make sure that I wasn't.
No, what DSP did was not in generalised terms. All DSP made that entirely personal, but he just didn't say the person's name. That's like telling an incredibly personal story about someone, but not saying their name. You're still telling the story. You're just not giving that person recognition.
Is in as low of an inflammatory way as I possibly could. So the fact that this person took this story and literally turned it into their own story is so insane, over the top, ludicrous insanity. And that's probably the case in point of people who don't like me. That's probably why they don't like me, because they're that.
There we go. He's turned it back around to that. So I don't know if that's the end of the video there. I'll obviously play after just to see. But that's the whole thing with DSP. Everything is a big circle. It comes back to, and this is why they're stupid, and this is why I'm right, and this is why they're wrong. It just always comes back around to that. Yeah, this has been quite a long video, but I think that might be it. Let's just see. Sorry if I keep going on at the end of the video. It's just I can't see when the video is going to end because of the way OBS is at the moment. So
About that.
okay, so that's the end of the video. I'll let this play out. But yeah, there we go. So, thank you, Mighty D, for that video. This has been a very long video, actually. I've had to record it in little chunks, not because I haven't sat down and done it in one take, it's just there's been some issues going on. But, yeah, what's my rounding off points? I just think it's stupid at the end of the day. He's digging himself into a deep hole. Every time he tries to act positive, in fact I'll add some music, there we go, to make this a bit more bearable. Yeah, I just don't know. It's just making everything worse. He tries to act positive and then it comes back round to him and ends up negative, and then it's someone else's fault, and then that turns into negativity. Everything he touches, to quote GTG one final time, it's just failure. It's just failure. I'm going to keep this ending quite short because I know it's been a long video. Thank you if you've watched any of this, actually, even just a couple of minutes. It means quite a bit. I just thought I'd try and do this, try and change it with the videos a bit. And if you're watching this far, just let me know if you want me to do videos on old things about DSP. So going over some of his old scams or old controversies or drama or whatever. Or if you just want me to do videos like this, I'll try and keep them quite chill. Well, I say I'll try, but this is my first video doing it. I'll try to keep this as chill as possible. That is a quote from DSP. I feel a bit silly now. But yeah, before I end up rambling, be sure to check out all the links in the description to Mighty D's channel, which this video is from. I'll link some of the people down below, and yeah, be sure to like it if you like the video. If you don't have to like it. You can leave a dislike. It all helps that channel at the end of the day. And if you want to, you can subscribe. You don't have to. But yeah, thank you for the recent subs and views on the last video. Last videos, sorry. It's really helping the channel out, and hopefully there's some big things coming from me and James in the future, and some other people. So stay tuned for that. And the comment section is always open, so is Twitter. Anyways, I'll let you get on with your day or your night, wherever you are, and I'll see you in